Next up, we got Caleb Williams is self-sabotaging his career. Now, the NFL draft is here, or not NFL draft, NFL Combine is here. Now we checked out a little bit on stream. We checked out the the D linemen and the edge rushers. I haven't seen it for today though. I think today is the big day. I think like the receivers and DBs. Oh no, actually no, we seen the DBs yesterday. We seen DBs yesterday. I think today is the receivers, all like the skill position. You know what I'm saying? So we won't make videos on it. But we'll make videos around it, something like this. If you want to see me react to it, come to my Twitch, Almighty CC, link in the description. But Caleb Williams. Now I don't know what's going on with Caleb Williams. Caleb, can I say his name? Caleb. His name Caleb. I don't know what's going on with Caleb, but we're gonna see. All right. So hey, hit the like button and subscribe button.
Morning, everybody.
That's just how we do it.
You've received a lot of criticism when you showed your emotion with your parents.
Yeah, some pain of a sheep, clients don't worry about that.
So the draft combine is officially underway, and Caleb Williams has definitely made quite an impression during this draft combine. Now, I wanted to give you guys a heads up. This isn't necessarily a look at Caleb Williams and what he does on the football field. Rather, it's more his behavior recently that is definitely causing some people to raise an eyebrow. So before we get to the content, make sure
There we go, bro. How? Like, what you doing, bro?
Channel, bro. Now that we get all that out of the way,
Sir, subscribe to the microphone, y'all. Subscribe to the microphone.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? For those of you guys that don't know, Caleb Williams is the greatest NFL prospect since Patrick Mahomes. And no, I'm not making that up. Look at this.
I watch him play. He's the only quarterback, pro or collegiate, that the way he plays reminds me of Patrick.
We're not done.
What's happened with Caleb Williams? They are labeling him the next Patrick Mahomes.
And this clip.
With Mahomes feels really accurate.
It's funny how you're gonna say the next Patrick Mahomes, like as if Pat Mahomes or Pat My Homies is not even out of his prime. He's still in his prime right now. Like, y'all already talking about the next one that he's still doing him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's funny, like
Next Patrick Mahomes.
because usually people say that like after this career is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people saying like, oh, this is the next Jordan when Jordan was still in the league.
Clip.
With Mahomes feels really accurate now, and he's got a good head on his shoulders.
And this clip.
Everybody watches Patrick and sees all the cool things he can do. And I always said, even in high school, that I don't think there's anything, obviously it's special, but I don't think there's anything that I can't do that he's doing out there.
The way they've been hyping up, he is literally the next coming of Patrick Mahomes. Do I believe in that? Well, not even Patrick Mahomes looked like Patrick Mahomes coming out of Texas Tech, so I think it's really impossible. I would say he's the next coming of anything. But what I will say is it seems like once every 3 to 5 years, it seems like we have the next big prospect coming in, and that's what makes the NFL draft exciting. Whether or not they fulfill that potential is going to be based on a myriad of factors. One, the player's work ethic. Two, the environment that the player goes to, especially if they happen to be a quarterback. I'm a firm believer that Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be Patrick Mahomes if he wasn't drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs.
That is kind of facts. I didn't even think about that. Imagine if Pat Mahomes was on a different team. And that's why I always say, like, these teams, like, I hate new players, new young players, like Bryce Young. Bryce Young is a decent quarterback, you know what I'm saying? No, scratch that. Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a great quarterback, bro. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he's on the worst team in the league, bro. Like, so, like, you know, it's a waste of talent, bro. I literally hate seeing waste of talent. Now, imagine if Pat My Homies went to somewhere like the Jets. I don't think he'd be doing the same shit, bro. He might be showing glimpses of it. He might do one sidearm throw, but he ain't got no good. The receivers gonna drop the ball. They gonna drop the ball, bro. Looking like the Lions.
Reed. What With that being said, there are some things that we could already decide in regards to Caleb Williams. For example, what is his mental makeup like? Is he a humble person? Is he a hard worker? Is he resilient? And whether or not those will translate to success on a football field. The top criticism that people have of Caleb Williams is there's a lot of drama surrounding him just for being a potential #1 overall pick in this year's NFL draft. But how could there not be? There's never been a prospect like Caleb Williams before, in the sense that there's never been a prospect walking into the NFL after making $10 million during his collegiate football career.
Damn!
Starting quarterback from one of Los Angeles's.
He making more money than niggas in the NFL. He ain't even made it yet. Oh my god. Nah, well, how much? What's like the salaries they give you, depending on like your rookie contract? Do rookies get like big? I know, like, you know what I'm saying, Bryce Young, all the first and second picks get it. But like, what about when it slowly creep down? Like, how much do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. How much do y'all think he gonna make?
Walking into the NFL after making $10 million during his collegiate football career while he was the starting quarterback from one of Los Angeles's colleges. Jokes aside, there's a reason why this kid is cocky. Look at the car he drives. Look at the amount of money he's made. When Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma, he brought Caleb Williams with him, and immediately he won a Heisman. And throughout all of this, Caleb Williams has been hyped up as the #1 overall pick in this year's NFL draft. And I guess some people could handle the amount of hype and publicity better than others. But whenever it gets to this point, there's obviously going to be a concern. Because in years past, the greatest football players don't usually let that get to their head. Whereas in September, you had Caleb Williams saying that he reportedly didn't want to play for specific teams. His dad said that the system is broken. You go to the wrong possible situation, the worst possible team, the worst organization in the league because of their desire for parity. So it's a gift and a curse, but it would get way, way worse. 1 month later, Caleb Williams' father was trying to get ownership stake in an NFL team. This is something that Tom Brady was trying to do in the latter part of his career while he was still playing well, and when everybody understood that he was the GOAT of the NFL, and not even he was able to achieve this. Aaron Rodgers tried doing the same thing from the New York Jets, but the NFL barred it from happening. Honestly, I would be open to the idea because you may see players prolong their careers once they get ownership stake, but this was just the beginning of the drama that surrounded Caleb Williams. People will call him out for painting his fingernails, crying after games. I mean, one of the questions that were asked during the NFL Combine was the fact that he had emotional responses, and this is how that exchange went down.
You've received a lot of criticism when you showed your emotion with your parents.
Yeah.
What would you say to the people that were taking shots at that and how that made you feel, that hearing that criticism?
Yeah, there's not many people in the world that get to experience what I experience every game day, every practice day. So it kind of goes back to, it always kind of goes back to that for me. It's something that I only get to experience. It's something that I really care about, which is not only winning the game, but, doing it with my teammates. So every time we lose, I feel like I let my teammates down.
But before the Combine, Caleb Williams said that he wasn't going to throw at the Combine. This isn't a big deal. You see prospects do this all the time. And I don't think the issue is the fact that Caleb Williams is refusing to throw at the Combine. It's more the way that he's trying to go about his business. To give you an idea, if the ownership stake attempt was perceived as pathetic or perceived as annoying, Caleb Williams' dad didn't give up on this. According to Kalen Collar of The Athletic, she first reported that previous rumors about Williams' camp discussing the unheard of ask were accurate, despite Caleb Williams expressing confusion over the assertion. NFL rules prohibit teams from offering current players ownership stakes as part of their contracts, so the plan—
That's kind of crazy. I didn't know they even did that. You get ownership of a team while not even trying to get drafted on a team, bro. What type of— that's crazy, bro. You know how much like clout you got? Like, you know how good you gotta be, bro? You get ownership of the team, like, bro, what? What?
From offering current players ownership stakes as part of their contracts, so the plan did not have the opportunity to get off the ground. And this goes way deeper than you think. Earlier this month, Caleb Williams' team wouldn't confirm that the quarterback would attend the combine. Last week, Caleb Williams' team discussed his media strategy at the combine. Would he do the standard news conference like the rest of the prospects? Would he sit for TV network interviews only? Ultimately, they opted for the regular news conference, and on Monday, Ian Rappaport reported that Caleb would come to Indianapolis but wouldn't throw for teams. This gets way worse, but this next part is even crazier. The decision to not hire an agent was equally calculated. Carl Williams challenged several potential representatives to find loopholes in the collective bargaining agreement between the league and players' union, but the answers he received were unsatisfying. None could show him a way out of the 4-year rookie contract term and 5th-year option for first-round picks. And when you consider the 3 potential years of franchise tagging, Caleb Williams could be tied to a below-market deal for 8 years. Why hire an agent when there's nothing that can be done to subvert the system? Carl was wary, and some agents were equally wary of him, thinking most of his ideas were unrealistic and some foolish. And look, man, I am all for trying to be entrepreneurial. I am all trying to blaze your own trail. I mean, we wouldn't have Jordan 1s if it wasn't for what Michael Jordan did in the middle of the 80s when it was unheard of to wear any other sneaker other than the ones that the NBA approved. But at a specific point, man, when you keep ruffling feathers, it's going to become a bit of a red flag. And who knows, maybe Caleb Williams is good enough to be able to pull this off. But at the same time, when you just take all of these incidents in a nutshell and you combine it with clips like this,
I mean, everybody wants to be in these two 12.5 shoes right here. So some opinion of a sheep, clients don't worry about that. So, keep moving on, keep fighting.
Oh, this nigga.
In addition to declining medical exams, which is something that is unheard of for prospects that are at the combine, and at this point,
They're trying to hide that he got herpes, bro. Fucking them strippers and shit, man. I told you stop doing that, bro. Go to the strip club, see a girl with a fat ass, and you like, you know what? I don't like condoms. She done probably fucked 10 niggas today. Y'all gonna say in this week? No, today. She fucked 10 niggas today. And now you did the 11th.
That is unheard of for
Come on,
prospects that are at the combine. And at this point, I think it's safe to say that you could make an argument that maybe his ego could get the best of him, and maybe his ego could affect his NFL career. Or maybe it's this ego that makes him one of the greatest football players of all time.
It's like, bro, honestly, bro. Like, bro, you supposed to have an ego, but not too much, though. Like, why are you're not supposed to just overly be an egotistical person. Yes, have an ego so you won't doubt yourself. You don't want to doubt yourself. But at the same time, you want to be able to be level-headed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you don't let that ego cloud you, bro.
Or maybe it's this ego that makes him one of the greatest football players of all time.
Now, if it's an act like how we seen Deion Sanders, let's say all that shit was an act, bro. He was not like that in real life. You know what I'm saying? Remember, this is social media, bro. This is entertainment. He did all that shit for the entertainment to make his shit bigger, but it was not real life. If it's real life, then it's a problem. If he was acting like that in real life, like that's how he always acted, then law of attraction come back to you. It's gonna hurt you. We see it all the time.
Either way, because according to Jonathan Jones of CBS Sports, Caleb Williams is the first ever combine attendee to decline medical exams. He did not sign off on having his medical records shared with all 32 teams. When Caleb Williams was asked why he would do this is what he said.
And obviously when you start doing things that's not traditional, whether you're at a school like USC,
and I support you 100%.
Yeah,
trust me.
Whether you're here at the combine that's been going on for I don't know how many years, but a long time.
Right.
And so I'd say the main thing has just been, it was a decision with my family and my team. And it really came down to not all 32 teams can draft me. So I give all 32 teams.
Yeah.
My personal medical things, there's nothing there. I played all 30, how many ever games I played.
I don't even remember you being banged up like the slightest.
I've never came off the field unless my helmet came off and the ref took me off.
Right.
And so, my thing has just been, give it to the teams that are going to pursue me. So
Does it really matter though? Let's be honest, bro. Like, does it really matter? Like, that shit don't matter, bro. What are they gonna do with the information, bro? Make a clone out of you? They probably really could whole time, but they not, bro. Just give them your shit, bro. What is the like, bro? You being over the top, bro. Like, this is irritating. This is the type of shit that's irritating. At least Deion Sanders made it look sweet. At least people wanted to be like Deion. People wanted to be like him, bro. Chat. Let me know. Do y'all want to be like him? If y'all was in this position, would y'all do the same shit he doing? No. No, bro. No.
on my visits, I'll be doing medicals, but just decided not to do it here.
You gotta be at least sweet.
You know, have an idea of where I'm gonna go, not the place, but the
general
spot,
area of the draft.
We know the spot.
You're going in the top 2 picks. You're going number 1, bro. Just to let you know, you're going 1.
I understand that prospects in the past found the medical process to be very tedious and
who got the number 1 pick?
redundant for having to take the same exact exam over and over and over and over again. But whenever you're not willing to do things like this, it conveys a message to potential teams that would even consider trading up to draft you. It means that it's your way or the highway, and you're gonna be a whiny little about the smallest little things. And
That's
I
what I'm
think the
saying,
fact
bro.
that
Thank you, microphone. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Consider
Thank
trading
you.
up to draft you. It means that it's your way or the highway, and you're gonna be a whiny little about the smallest little things.
Like that. Like that means the coaches can't coach you. That's the worst thing ever. Is an uncoachable person. Coaches will tell you that all the time. You have to be coachable, bro. That sounds like somebody who don't want to be coached.
The highway, and you're gonna.
Let me look up who the number 1
about
pick.
The smallest little things. And I think the fact that he knows he's going to go number 1 overall has really gotten to his head. To the point
bro.
where he's being annoying about
The
very
Bears?
small things.
Oh, my
In an
God.
effort to undo the damage
Justin
that
Fields. I was
did
just
in
talking about Justin
September,
Fields, too.
Caleb Williams was backed by Tom Pelissero where he wants to go. And he would say
that's
this.
not a
Remember,
thug, I ain't
very
gonna lie.
small things. In an effort to undo the damage that his dad did in September, Caleb Williams was asked by Tom Pelissero where he wants to go. And he would say this.
Where do you want to be?
Whoever picks first. You know, it's been a dream of mine to go first, and so whoever picks first, can't wait.
He would then give his thoughts on the Chicago Bears.
The Bears was an 8-9 team last year, I believe, and 7-10. Sorry, and you know that's pretty good for a team that has the first pick. And they got a good defense. They got good players on offense, and you know, it's pretty exciting, you know, if you could go into a situation like that.
Then, thoughts on his hometown Washington Commanders.
You know, it's like I've said before, it's familiar. It's hometown, as everybody knows, and you know, it'd be really cool to be back there and experience that. The meeting went really well, and you know, being around those, you know, everybody was in the room, so being around everybody, you know, just getting the taste of, you know, how they are, who they are, because like you said, everything's new there.
And at the end of the day, he said that he wants to go wherever picks first. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the significance of all this. I'm seeing a little bit of Ryan Leaf in this type of personality, and I could be wrong. At the end of the day, it could be this cockiness and this level of drama that drives Caleb Williams to be one of the greatest prospects of all time. But there's so many parallels to previous prospects that have been a huge headache that should cause some teams to be wary. At the end of the day, when you look at Caleb Williams' tape, even though it's against the Pac-12, the throws that he can make and the things that he could do on a football field are incredible, and there's a reason why he's called Next Coming of Patrick Mahomes. His improvisational ability is incredible. The angles that he makes his throws at the accuracy that he's able to make them are amazing. But again, I think I've seen enough evidence in regards to his personality behind the scenes where I could dub his personality as a red flag. Now, at the end of the day, do I think this could potentially scare a team from drafting him number 1 overall? No, not at all. But I do think it makes the Chicago Bears decision at the number 1 overall pick that much more compelling. So let me know in the comment section down below, man, based upon everything I've shown you in regards to Caleb Williams, do you think he should be selected number 1 overall by the Chicago Bears, or do you think the Washington Washington Commanders should trade up to number 1 overall to get him. Bear in mind, I'm not saying that he's going to be terrible, but I am saying that his personality is starting to strike me as a bit of a red flag. But at the end of the day, he could be one of the greatest NFL players of all time. Only time will tell. Aside from that,
yeah, I feel like this is facts, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel. Hopefully he don't turn to be an asshole, bro.